Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Hope you guys are all staying safe and healthy out there. And in this video, I'm going to go over why I think Nexo could easily cross $1, $5, and potentially even hit $10. I spent the better part of 2019 buying tokens like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Link, but in my judgment, I think now is the time to get into altcoins. And on this channel, I focus on CeFi and DeFi tokens, and that's largely because of my bias. I believe that the digital finance world will be the first to adopt tokenomics. In other words, you're going to get a use case outside of pure speculation. We're still in that experimental stage where many platforms or protocols are trying out governance models. They're adding utility features to their respective tokens. My guess is that it's going to be a long iterative process where these various protocols are going to be learning from each other's mistakes and also learning from successful models. And what you're likely to see over time is that the things that are successful will get widely adopted, and eventually we'll start to see a blueprint or template form that all new developers and protocols will use and reflect on before issuing their token. Fortunately, I had enough foresight to see where these CeFi and DeFi platforms were going. I was able to purchase tokens like Nexo when they were worth 3 to 5 cents. And when Nexonomics was unveiled by the Nexo team, I told everybody in my Discord that this is a very positive catalyst for the Nexo token. And so many who believe they've missed out on Celsius's token CEL, they ended up capitalizing on the opportunity and they were able to lock in fat profits. If you guys have any interest in being involved in these conversations, I welcome you guys to join my Discord channel. It's a great community of crypto enthusiasts who share thoughts, ideas, insights. So if you guys are new to crypto, it's a great forum for you guys to use. This way you can educate yourself through dialogue. And if you guys find it really hard to keep up with all the developments in CeFi, I have a supplemental newsletter that updates you guys with rate changes, new products and services that are being added to CeFi platforms, and recently I've also been discussing liquidity mining opportunities in the DeFi space. If you guys find any of that intriguing, both the links to my Discord channel and my free newsletter can be found in the description below. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive into this video. Alright, to get this video started, let's go ahead and briefly talk about Nexonomics. Back in November, when the price was trading less than 20 cents, I recall telling my Discord members that Nexonomics and everything that entails is likely to be a very positive price catalyst for the Nexo token. Truthfully, I didn't expect it to go up this much this fast, but I think part of the reason why it did so well was because many people who felt like they missed out on the CEL token when they could have bought it around 10 cents, they probably thought to themselves that Nexo is their second chance. Plus, along the way, we had a lot of positive news about the platform. And during this time, they even came out with a special offer. If you deposit your Bitcoin on their platform for a limited time, you're going to be able to earn 3 times the interest. And despite all the positive news that's come out, they also have new features and services that they're going to be unveiling in the next couple months. For example, they're going to eventually allow you to convert between various assets directly on their platform. They're coming out with a card, a referral program, and you couple that with the buyback program that they just launched. I think we have more than enough catalysts needed to keep this run going. And as part of this new initiative dubbed Nexonomics, they've added a tier-based system that's very similar to Celsius. And I know this upsets the Celsius community a little bit, that Nexo is ripping off their model, but that's the nature of business. When your competitor does something that works, rather than taking the risk and trying out something completely new, why not just take something that works and add your own twist to it? And if you guys think about this at a deeper level, that's how the collective hive mind iterates. And it's great from a consumer standpoint because if you have two businesses that have similar models, that have good products and services that you want, in order to maintain or capture more market share, they're going to be forced to keep on innovating. And that usually results in better quality projects at a cheaper price for consumers. And given that I'm an impartial user of both platforms, I'm really happy to see Nexo come out with a new model designed to increase the value of the token. And unlike the Celsius token, all the bonus tokens that you're earning through this new program, they'll be eligible to receive a dividend payment. And they've attempted to make this a little sticky. The longer you keep your Nexo tokens on the platform, and obviously the larger balance that you have, the higher your dividend payment is going to be. But to be fair to Celsius, I'm not earning more Nexo tokens by leaving my Nexo tokens on the platform. However, with Celsius, by depositing my tokens on their platform, I'm generating a 5.3% yield on them. Meanwhile, with Nexo, I have to basically wait for that dividend payment. So far, the dividend distribution has been given out annually, but there are plans for a new schedule for the dividend payment that will happen probably more frequently than it happens today. And what I really like about this model is that even if you don't have enough Nexo tokens to be eligible for the higher tiers, without spending $1 of your own capital, you can secure enough tokens to move up the tiers until you get to the tier that you desire. And in my view, they're basically trying to accomplish two big goals with this entire Nexonomics initiative. Number one, they obviously want to retain users. So by adding utility and a loyalty scheme, it makes it more likely that the users are going to stay with the platform rather than chasing yield and sending their tokens to other platforms. And secondly, it's very obvious that they're trying to increase the price of the token. And I think this is very important. I mean, Crypto.com learned this firsthand. It doesn't matter how successful your platform is, what kind of products that you offer. If the respective token for your platform takes a nosedive, you're going to make a lot of users very unhappy. And conversely, if you have a token that appreciates in price, you'll have happy users who openly advocate for the platform. Assuming that Nexo keeps on delivering on some of the promises that they've made, I think 2021 is shaping up to be a very good year for the Nexo ecosystem. Next up, Nexo launches a $12 million buyback program. So they're going to repurchase a $12 million worth of Nexo tokens off the open market. And they've actually already started this. If you wanted to see the address for itself, you just come to this page here and just click on this link. You'll be redirected to this page. And here you can see that they've deposited their new purchases into this address. So they got 354,000 from the Huobi exchange, and they got 215,000 from HitBTC for a grand total of 570,000 Nexo tokens. Now, these tokens that are bought from the circulating supply, each buyback will invest a minimum for 12 months. Now, after buying these tokens off the circulating market, each of these buybacks will vest for a minimum of 12 months after repurchase. Once that 12 months is expired, they may be relocked, withdrawn for interest and cashback payments, dividend distributions, and liquidity provision on decentralized exchanges. And that 12 million that they set aside, obviously they're not going to spend it all at one time. My personal view is that they're going to be very strategical about deploying those funds. And much like Celsius, I think they're likely to buy when the market corrects. And in traditional finance, these buybacks can take months to years. And many companies who engage in buybacks usually do them to reward their investors by removing the respective stocks from the circulating supply and putting it in their company treasury. It typically leads to their company stock appreciating in price, rewarding their investors. With Nexo, not only are you getting a buyback, but they also do dividend distributions. So as a Nexo holder, you'll benefit in two ways. Obviously, we've seen the price of Nexo token go up, and as they resume this buyback program, it's likely to go up even further. And on top of that, we also get Nexo's dividend distribution. And because of this buyback, the demand for the token has been on the increase. Not only are users buying Nexo tokens off exchanges, but they're also choosing to get paid in Nexo tokens. As the price of the token has gone up, 60% of their clients have chosen to get paid interest in Nexo versus other token. And if you guys watch one of my past videos I did on Celsius Network, in that video I talk about reflexivity, and what you're seeing right now is reflexivity kick in. Because people expect the price of the token to continue appreciating, its demand has progressively increased. And I have a feeling with this large amount of money that they have for buybacks, they're going to make a deliberate effort to catch up to the price of the CEL token. And by the way, folks, this is purely speculation on my part. The team hasn't publicly came out and said this. If I'm right about my suspicion, in order to catch up to Celsius, the token would have to go up 400% to catch up to the CEL token. Now in this last segment, I'm going to go ahead and share my general thoughts about the platform with you guys. Before I begin, I wanted to quickly ask you guys to consider following Rosto on Twitter if you're into Nexo or if you just want to go ahead and keep up with the developments on the Nexo platform. He's one of Nexo's earliest supporters, and by following him, you'll be able to keep up with the latest developments in the Nexo ecosystem. Personally, I feel like Nexo's timing is perfect. They're coming out with all this news when the crypto market is priming to make new all-time highs. I mean, once we break 20K, we're going to see a flood of retail investors come in and start exploring opportunities in the CeFi space and the DeFi space. And with Crypto.com taking a huge hit after their token price collapsed, many people are looking for alternatives. I think when Nexo comes out with their credit card or debit card, a lot of people who are dissatisfied with Crypto.com could potentially sign up with Nexo. I think earn 3 times in Bitcoin for new users was a great marketing tactic, but the problem is that they don't have a referral program. Feel free to disagree with me here, but my belief is that most people are likely to recommend a platform if there's something in it for them. Whether you look at Blockfi, Celsius, or Crypto.com, they all offer pretty decent referral programs. And even content creators out there, if they're going to gain something by promoting a platform, they're more likely to promote it. So I think once they unveil that referral program, we're likely to see the growth on Nexo explode. Now, in terms of where I see the Nexo token price going, well, back in 2017, 2018, I bought some Binance tokens. This was months after me buying my first Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I bought the Binance tokens around 10 cents. And after buying those tokens for 10 cents, they went quickly to 50 cents to $1. Thinking that I was a genius, I decided to sell almost all of them. Fast forward a few months later, the price of the BNB token hit a high of 20 bucks. Now, I'm not suggesting that Celsius or Nexo are going to hit 20 bucks, but I think with the legacy financial system offering next to nothing in terms of yield, new investors who are exploring the crypto space, the digital asset space, they're going to come across platforms like Celsius and Nexo. And in fact, I think besides an exchange, the first service that they're going to use in the new digital asset ecosystem are CeFi and DeFi platforms. And given that outlook, I believe Nexo will easily hit $1. And I'm expecting that sometime in 2021 that it's going to conservatively hit $10. Because unlike the Binance token, which basically went up because of pure speculation, the Nexo token has real utility today. And on top of that, they also have a buyback program. So again, with all this money pouring into the ecosystem chasing yield, I really think the sky's the limit with platforms like Nexo, Celsius, and others. And this is why during the latter part of 2019, I spent most of my capital buying CeFi and DeFi tokens, and I shared these insights and outlooks with people on my Discord channel and my YouTube channel. But if you're somebody who's short on time and just wants to be spoon-fed all the moves that I'm making, you guys should take a serious look at my Patreon page. And even if you guys sign up for the lower $20 tier, you'll gain access to my private Discord channel where I discuss my real-time thoughts, insights, moves that I'm making. If you think you could benefit from the service, make sure to click the link in the description below and check out my Patreon page. With that being said, this is CryptoOneStop signing out. I'll talk to you folks next time. Bye.